Hey, everyone. Welcome back. Today, we're diving into one of the hardest, most human topics there is, betrayal. And not just any betrayal, the kind that echoes through generations. This is a story that asks the tough questions. Why do people cheat? What does that cheating do to the person who does it, and to everyone around them? And most importantly, can a relationship survive infidelity? If you've ever been curious about those questions, or if you've ever had your own heart shattered and wondered how to pick up the pieces, this story is for you. It's raw, it's real, and it completely changed my understanding of love, secrets, and healing. It was a Saturday, cleaning out my parents' attic, when I found the first clue to a decades-old family affair. A battered shoebox labeled Mom's letters. Inside, I found a betrayal so carefully hidden, it rewrote my entire history. The first letter I opened wasn't to my grandfather. It was a confession, an apology for an emotional cheating that started during the war. This was the moment my family's perfect image fell apart. What started as curiosity turned into a late-night excavation of my grandmother's secret life, a life built on a foundation of infidelity. To understand the shock, you have to know who my grandmother was, the saint of the neighborhood. The woman who baked pies and led hymns. Yet, here were these letters, filled with a deep loneliness that made me ask, why do people cheat? Her words painted a picture of a woman whose husband was at war, who felt isolated and afraid. She wrote to a man named Thomas, "I never meant to hurt anyone." It was a classic case of emotional cheating, finding solace in someone else when your primary relationship feels distant. This wasn't a malicious affair, it was a human response to profound loneliness. It made me realize that the reasons behind cheating are rarely black and white. They're layered in gray, in unmet needs, fear, and circumstance. I was reeling. I felt this personal sense of betrayal. My first instinct wasn't to confront anyone. I was hurt. I needed to understand. Have you ever felt that? That broken heart that just needs answers? I started asking gentle questions, but the family's reaction was instant deflection. It was a different time, they said. Everyone had secrets. This is the first wall you hit when you uncover infidelity, the wall of silence. It's a protective mechanism, but it makes the person asking questions feel like they're going crazy. It wasn't until my cousin Maya pulled me aside and whispered the name of Thomas that I knew I wasn't alone in this. This is the first step in any healing process, realizing you're not the only one carrying the weight. But the betrayal went deeper than letters. Maya showed me a photo of my grandmother with a young child, a son named Jacob, born from her affair while my grandfather was overseas. The scandal would have been immense. So, the family made a choice: her sister would raise Jacob as her own. He grew up as our cousin, not our uncle. This secret cheating ripple effect reshaped an entire life. What does cheating do to a person? It doesn't just affect the partners. It creates collateral damage for decades. It forces people to live lies. Seeing Jacob at a family reunion after I knew the truth was surreal. Here was the living, breathing consequence of my grandmother's choices. It was the ultimate question of how to forgive cheating when the damage is so tangible and so deep. I finally had to confront a cheating partner's legacy, but it was through my father. I showed him the letters. His face went pale, not with surprise, but with relief. The secret was finally out. He unburdened his soul, explaining the immense pressure, the loneliness of the war, and the painful choice my grandfather made to stay and forgive. He answered the question I'd been asking myself: can a relationship survive infidelity? Theirs did. It wasn't easy. It was a long, painful road of healing a broken heart. My grandfather chose to forgive the cheating, not because it was okay, but because he loved her more than he hated the betrayal. He understood the why behind it. This wasn't a story of villains, it was a story of flawed people choosing to rebuild. So, what to do when you feel betrayed? Our family's journey is a blueprint. First, we acknowledged the pain. We stopped pretending. We had brutally honest conversations about the affairs, the infidelity, and the betrayal. That's how you start to heal a broken heart, you give the pain a voice. We also had to learn how to let go of someone you love, not a person, but the perfect image we had of our grandmother. We had to let go of the myth to love the real, complicated woman. And for Jacob, it was about building a new, honest relationship with his true family. Is emotional cheating worse? In some ways, this was both. The letters showed a deep emotional connection, and the child was a physical manifestation. Both were devastating. But the key wasn't ranking the pain, it was addressing it. This entire journey taught me how to be happy after a rupture. It's not about forgetting the betrayal, it's about integrating it into your story. It's about choosing healing over bitterness. Our family dinners are different now. They're more authentic. We rebuilt on a foundation of truth, and that's a stronger foundation than any lie. Now, I want to hear from you. This is a safe space. Have you ever uncovered a family secret or experienced betrayal? Why do you think people cheat? Is emotional cheating different? What's your answer to, can a relationship survive infidelity? If you've been through it, what helped you heal your broken heart? Share your stories and thoughts on cheating, infidelity, and healing in the comments below. Your experience could be the thing that helps someone else feel less alone. I read every single comment, and I'll feature powerful anonymous stories in a future video. If this raw story about surviving infidelity and finding healing after betrayal resonated with you, please hit the like button. It tells YouTube you want more content like this. Subscribe and tap the bell for more deep dives into real relationship issues, family secrets, and emotional healing. If you know someone asking these same questions, how to forgive, how to heal, what to do after betrayal, share this video with them. It might start a conversation they desperately need to have. For more resources on healing from heartbreak and navigating trust issues, check the pinned comment for links to support the channel and get early access to next week's video where we'll discuss how to rebuild trust after it's been broken. Thank you for your courage and for listening. Remember, healing is not a destination, but a journey. You don't have to walk it alone. I'll see you in the next one.